A lot of you told me about Don Toliver's new album Octane, and then I looked into it, and it's supposed to drop this year. We're already in December, and he teased the name Octane, and said that a new album was coming in 2025. So today we're gonna go over everything that happened, so let's jump straight into this. If you want to stay up to date with everything surrounding hip-hop, make sure to subscribe and also become a part of this community by joining our Discord server in the description. You can now become a channel member by clicking on the join button right next to the channel name underneath this video. By that, you'll get exclusive access and get to decide with me what the next videos are gonna be about, and also it's one of the best ways to support the channel. Now let's go through this calmly, because we could immediately fall into this, oh my god, a new album is coming. But Don Toliver already released an album this year, Heartstone Psycho, that was really good, and a lot of fans really liked that. It was honestly, in my opinion as well, one of his best records to date. He was also on tour for that record up until June of this year, and that's the most recent stuff we've gotten from him. Now also, we did get Jack Boys 2 in July that he was featured on, so that's kind of the stuff that he's coming off of when it comes to this new album Octane now. But let's actually dive into what happened, how we know about this record. So he did a shoe collab for ComplexCon. Now at ComplexCon, he previewed these shoes, and a lot of people were very excited. He also had some merch there, so a lot of people went to his booth trying to get those shoes, trying to get some merch. He did also have these, just beanie hats that you could buy, which said Octane on them. And we had one fan get one of these hats, and there's Don Toliver standing right next to him on the picture he took, and he signed that hat that said Octane on it with Fifth studio album. And so a lot of people were then wondering, okay, what's going on? Apparently this Octane thing is the next studio album. That's kind of what he's saying right here. And I mean, why would he sign a hat like that with Fifth studio album if it wouldn't be referring to the name Octane? I mean, you don't just randomly sign merch with okay, Fifth studio album, whatever. That's usually when you talk about the title of a record. So that's the reason why most people think that Octane, the new album, has that title. And I mean, it does make a lot of sense. In the end, it's one of these things where he could just say, when did I ever say it was going to be called Octane? Because he just signed it on this merch saying Octane. But bro, we're interpreting Travis stuff with Mirage. We're looking at everything. This is way more clear than that. So we're just gonna roll with it, man. Apparently it's called Octane. And now the reason we think that it's coming in 2025 is because he had a cover for Fault magazine in July. This was end of July, so just for chronology, we did have ComplexCon late October, so this was 3 months prior to that, so keep that in mind. So 3 months prior to him signing Octane, new album, 2012, Fifth studio album coming, he had a cover for Fault magazine, which is a pretty cool thing, and he wrote in the Instagram caption for that, Fault magazine cover story, album incoming 2025. And I mean, this is obviously pretty big. I mean, this is after Jack Boys 2 had dropped. This is after all of that happened. He did also have another, like a little clip he posted on Instagram that featured Jack Boys 2, so we're not sure if this is about Octane, but in that caption he wrote, "No comments, motion picture, a new era is upon us, ready for the next beginning, as I said, August 8th. That was after the release date of Jack Boys 2, so he could be kind of like retrospectively referring to Jack Boys 2, a new era is upon us. Also because he used visuals referring to Jack Boys 2 in the video. Maybe it's also kind of like a wanted ambiguity of like, okay, I could be talking about Jack Boys 2, but I could also be talking about my solo record, because I just said in the post before that a new album is coming in 2025. And so that's kind of the big thing right here. So we think in 2025 a new Don T record is coming called Octane. That's kind of the news so far. The problem is we're already in December, and it's not looking like a new Don Toliver record is around the corner. There is no rollout for this whatsoever. We do not have any declared singles for this thing. We did have him on a couple of things. I mean, Jack Boys 2 was not that far in the past. We're still talking about it, but we don't have like solo singles from him that could be album singles, where he teased at those being album singles. So we're kind of like stuck in this, okay, where is this all going? How do we connect the dots? And also interesting is if you take a look at everything connected to Don right now, it's all still the Hearthstone Psycho era. His profile picture is Hearthstone Psycho. If you go to his social media bios, where usually artists sometimes just put random words and they mean something, it's still Hearthstone Psycho. If you go to the merch shop for his stuff, it's still Hearthstone Psycho. So it all seems like we're not in this new era, and it's coming closer to an end of 2025, and we know that artists don't like to drop in December because of the Christmas music. So I could only see a release date in late December. I mean, it's still possible. I don't want to exclude that option. I don't want to say, okay, he's not dropping. He could start a rollout on December 10th, and it could still be in time for him to drop the record after the holidays. That could still be something. That could still be kind of what he could do. And I usually, we saw a whole lot of Red Cardi drop on December 25th, and we didn't know about it on December 2nd. So everything is possible. I'm just saying, Don Toliver usually also likes to have some sort of a rollout, and we really don't know what era we're getting into, so something would have been useful for the fans to even know about this thing coming this year still. Now, the most recent news we had was that he's going to be featured on Joji's new album called Piss in the Wind, crazy title, but that's coming out February 6th. That is the next release so far that is confirmed from Don Toliver, because he's going to be on the feature list for that. It's just something that I wanted to put in here because it's just the next thing that we're getting from him, as we don't know what era he's moving in next. And I mean, a lot of people have been saying, is it too close after Hearthstone Psycho dropped? A lot of people have been saying, okay, he dropped Hearthstone Psycho, he went on an international tour, also Europe, as I said, in May, June. And then immediately after the tour ended in June, in July, Jackboys 2 dropped, so he got a lot of new fans. And he performed really well in Hearthstone Psycho. He also performed really well on Jackboys 2. So maybe now, having gathered all of that attention and all of these new fans, it's exactly the right moment to now drop a new solo record to kind of capitalize off of that momentum. And if you just let it go to waste, then, you're just there dropping a new record in 2 years and nobody cares about you anymore. Maybe this is the right way to go about it. I'm not sure yet. Let me know what you think about it. But that's just where we're at right now. We also don't know what songs are going to be on here, as there's no singles. We don't know if Hotel Lobby, for example, is going to be on there. We don't know if any of the recent collaborations he did is going to be on there. It's still all up in the air, but if he does want to drop in 2025 still, it's about time that he at least says something about it, or updates his profile picture, or clears his Instagram, whatever artists do to kind of let fans know something is coming. Anyway, we talked enough about this. As I said, we do not have a lot of info on this, but we went over everything that happened in this video. Let me know what you think about it. Do you think Octane is the new album title, the 5th studio album? Do you think it's coming in 2025 still? And what songs would you hope to be on that record? Let me know everything that you think and you know about this record in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, have an incredible day, and y'all take care.